My debut, that was down in Ayr in 2006, I think.
2005.
2005, was it? 2005. God, that's a long time ago now. Like, I remember the day before in training, Murph picked up a wee knock, and I had an inkling that I might have had a start, and Mark Venus at the time kind of pulled me and, you ready? And I'm thinking, oh, here we go. But no, I was delighted to play it. It came very early. I just left school in the summer, and I was playing in a first team game, so it was good. And the game itself I don't think was great, but we managed to get a win, and playing with Boozy and obviously Gaz there, and Deacon, he was just playing in front of me in left midfield. It was a day I'll always remember. I can't remember much for the game, to be honest. I just remember warming up and being like sick with nerves in the changing room. But no, we managed to get the win. It's the most important thing. I remember this game actually. This was Rugby Park. I've got that one right. Where we had a young team. I see Kevin in that photo as well. And I don't think much was expected of us at all that night. We were kind of shocked to be thrown in, but no, I really enjoyed it. I was playing against Grant Murray actually, he was right back at the time. He's working at the club now. He was an experienced player, and I managed to have a decent game that night. I think I set up Fletch for his second goal, and that was the day we could go back and watch it on Satanta. So I remember going back and just making it back in time for Kilmarnock and watching the game. But that was a good night, and that was actually probably the first game I properly remember playing in. This was another game where I was surprised to get thrown on. It was actually a semi at Tynecastle against St Johnstone, and I was on the bench. I think it was like 20 minutes to go in the game or something, and the gaffer told me to warm up. I'm thinking, is Murph injured or what's going on? But they changed the formation a bit. I went to left back, Murph went to left midfield, and it worked well that night. I think it was one each going into extra time. But no, for the extra time I thought we played pretty well, and I put a couple of decent balls in, and Murph was talking me through the game, and we managed to get the win and get us out to Hampden.
Is it strange playing opposite roles with David in front of you?
Aye, I don't know why that came out. It's the first time I'd ever done it. I think it was probably the last time we'd done it as well, but it worked that night. And Kev McCann actually came on at the start of this extra time to right back. I don't know if Whitty maybe moved up or what happened, but not fair play to the manager, John Collins at the time. It worked that night. I think it kind of put a different impetus in the game, and as I said, we got the win, and if we can do that again against St Johnstone this time, I'll be delighted. That was mad. That was the first time I really seen the enormity of the club. We got a open top bus down for the Royal Mile, a place at the Royal Mile. I should really know the name of it. Where we got a greet thing with, God, what's that thing called? City Chambers. We were at the City Chambers and met a few people we were supposed to meet and stuff like that, and we got an open top bus down, and the streets were actually just filled with people, and I couldn't quite believe it. It was like something you see at a movie, and you get to the stadium and see the stadium nearly full as well. It was unbelievable. I still remember moments of that night, but I wish I had a video camera just going about so I could remember it again. It was unbelievable, and as I said, I just love to have a few more days like that again.
What was it like once you get into the stadium, just to see, I think, 4 stands full of supporters just back to celebrate?
It's mental. I've obviously never seen it like that or been involved in it like that in football before, but even the older boys and some players had been there, done that, played loads of games in their career. It was for them to see that was unbelievable, and it was a proper moment where you wish you just stopped and took it in, rather than jumping about with a scarf and a cup. But it was great. I know, as I said, to get a day like that again would be something you'd die for almost.
And what happened after that, when the fans left?
I know we had a wee party, went uptown and stuff, and It was pretty good. It was a good night. I was probably a bit young to be acting like that at the time, but you had to make the most of it, I suppose. This was a game at Murrayfield against Barcelona. It's probably one of the games where I was most looking forward to playing and being involved in, just obviously playing against the superstars. And I remember the team sheet getting read out and was almost a bit disappointed, thinking, who's this guy, Busquets? I've never heard of him in my life. And there's a couple other players that went on to win World Cups and Champions Leagues and things like that, but I only played the first half of that game, and I remember coming off thinking, like, what's the point of me playing football? It was like they were playing a different sport for us. We couldn't get near them, and that was the first time you realise that there's a lot of learning to do in the game, and they were unbelievable. And I think, to be fair, Dean Shields played that day, and he actually looked pretty good. He was probably our best player, but that was a massive learning curve, and made you almost feel like inadequate at the job you do. But I suppose they could say that about I suppose like thousands of other players out there could say the same playing against Barcelona. I thought this was never coming, my first goal. I think it took a massive deflection, so I remember after the game thinking, like, I wonder if I've actually got this goal, if it's going to go down as an OG. But I'm sure, I think it was Chris Hoggett actually hit off it, who obviously just left Hibs to go to Inverness at the time. And but no, I managed to get the goal, and they came thick and fast after that.
Do you know how many games it was? 120? 104.
104. That's not too bad. My ratio's not a wee bit better now, but it's not much better. Like, it's obviously something that I still need to work on in my game, but they have been calling more readily recently. No, it was obviously probably the goal I remember most. It was a decent move. I played out to 5, and he's played a great ball to me, and I probably didn't have the composure to take it down, so I just swung my leg, and I heard like the commentators not saying I've not hit it. He's not hit it very sweet, but it's managed to go in. But that's I was going for the fade outside the foot, so it worked out. But just to see the Hibs fans that night in the away end was unbelievable, and that was a goal I always remember. I'm sure it was an important goal. I think it was 2-1 that night. They scored just after that, so it made it a lot easier on the night to get the win.
Best goal you scored?
Probably the best goal I've scored so far.
And you can wind Dan McGregor up as well, because I think he was...
He was saying there was a couple of photos at the training centre as well, and he's like, he seems to be in every one of them, but playing for the other team, so. This is the day where we get our squad photo and we get our individual photos, and that's mad to see the different haircuts I've had over the days. I was sporting the mullet for the first 3 years, and I've had a few bad hair days, and my weight's fluctuated a bit. To be fair, I probably look the best I have this season than I have in any other year, so.
Do you feel
no, it's mad. Diet-wise, fitness-wise, I don't know what happened that year, but I was not looking great. Like, it looks like I've been out the night before this one. But to be fair, a lot of the boys, like, they notice the photo day, they'll go in the mirror, they'll do all their beauty treatments, they'll do their hair and stuff. I was never really one for that. Maybe a bit of water in my hair, but that was about it.
Worst haircut?
The 2007, 2008 one wasn't great, like. But that one. Looks like back there I've dyed my hair a bit red as well. But I don't know what's going on, like. To be honest, I like the green ones. I like this year's one. The light green ones. I do like the brighter green probably. But to be fair, I think this strip this season is really nice. I like it with the collar. To be fair, when I see that now, I feel like that's the nicest strip this season's.
Does it feel like 10 years?
Nah, it's mad how quickly it's gone. I keep saying to young boys coming through, like, you need to make the most of it when you can, because it does go past in a flash, and you know, it has felt like that already. I'm 28. I'm obviously near the end of my career, but I've hopefully still got a few years left in me. As I said, I probably feel better now than I did in my first few games. I live my life a lot better, eat better. I probably train a lot harder than I used to as well. So I think that's maybe why my performances are probably better on the pitch.